Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The return of the songbird. When the announcement first flashed across television screens, the world of music seemed to pause. Carrie Underwood returning to American Idol for season 24. For some, it was the ultimate celebration. A queen returning to her throne, the same stage that transformed her from a small-town Oklahoma girl into one of country music's biggest stars. But for others, the announcement carried an unexpected sting. Fans flooded social media within minutes, some applauding, others rebelling with hashtags like #NewVoicesOnly and #IdolNotRevival. It was a strange cultural split. The nostalgia of Carrie's triumph clashing with a new generation's hunger for fresh voices. The producers, sipping coffee in their Los Angeles offices, hadn't expected such a firestorm. They thought the return of Carrie Underwood would unite the fandom, but instead, it threatened to divide it. The shockwave of nostalgia. Carrie herself was hesitant about returning. For years, she'd built a career far away from the Idol stage, platinum records, sold-out tours, and a reputation for resilience. Coming back felt like stepping into her own shadow. "I don't know if people want me there," she admitted to her husband one evening. "It's their stage now. I had my moment." But the network had convinced her. Idol was losing steam, viewership slowly waning in a world of stars and streaming platforms. Carrie wasn't just a guest star, she was their secret weapon. When the news broke, half of America cheered. Old fans dug out their vinyl records, replayed her 2005 performances, and remembered sitting cross-legged in front of their TV sets watching her transformation. But the younger fans, those who never watched her win, rolled their eyes. To them, this was Idol leaning on the past instead of celebrating the future. And so the rebellion began. The digital storm. The night of the first live show featuring Carrie's return, Twitter and Instagram turned into battlegrounds. Memes surfaced of Carrie with captions like "Idol safety net" and "When you run out of new talent, call 2005. But just as many defended her. One fan wrote, "She's not the past, she's the foundation." Without Carrie, Idol wouldn't even still exist. Another countered, "We're here to watch the next Carrie, not the original on repeat." The tension grew so loud that news outlets covered it as though it were a political debate. Carrie vs. the future blared across entertainment headlines. Backstage at Idol, Carrie watched it unfold from her dressing room. She could hear the buzz outside, the contestants whispering, the producers scrambling to manage PR, the journalists gathering like vultures. She glanced at herself in the mirror, dressed in a glittering silver gown. She wasn't nervous about singing, had sung on every stage imaginable. What shook her was the realization that people thought her presence threatened the show she had once embodied. A knock came at her door. It was Lily Hernandez, one of the seasons, a 19-year-old powerhouse with a voice that carried shades of Whitney Houston. "Miss Underwood?" Lily's voice trembled with respect. I wanted to say, no matter what people are saying, we're honored you're here. You're the reason I believed I could audition." Carrie smiled softly. In that moment, she realized the rebellion wasn't about her. It was about fear that Idol would never move forward if it kept looking back. The performance that changed everything. When Carrie stepped onto the stage, the crowd roared, not unanimously, but loudly enough to feel the weight of her legacy. She began with one of her classics, her voice cutting through the arena like lightning. But halfway through, she surprised everyone. The band shifted, the lights dimmed, and she invited Lily onto the stage. Together, they sang the duet, a mashup of Carrie's timeless ballad with Lily's original competition song. It was electric. Two generations of Idol collided, not in rivalry, but in harmony. Carrie's soaring voice lifted Lily's, and Lily's raw fire gave new life to Carrie's melody. The audience, divided just hours before, rose together in thunderous applause. The rebellion turns the performance went viral within minutes. Clips of the duet flooded with captions like, "This is how Idol should bridge generations," "Not Carrie stealing the show," and "Passing the torch at the same time." From rebel to believer, "Okay, Idol, you win." Even some of the loudest critics softened. It wasn't Carrie's presence that threatened Idol's future. It was the idea of Idol clinging to her alone. But Carrie herself had shown the opposite. She wasn't here to take the spotlight back, she was here to share it. The lesson in the weeks that followed, Carrie appeared as a mentor more than a performer. She sat with contestants, guided them through stage fright, taught them about grit, about facing critics, about losing battles and still singing anyway. The rebellion didn't vanish overnight, but it transformed. What began as a digital protest became a dialogue about the purpose of Idol itself. Was it nostalgia? Was it discovery? Or was it both? Carrie answered it in her own words during a press interview. Idol isn't about the past or the future. It's about the moment someone steps on that stage and realizes their voice matters. I know because I lived it, and now I get to help someone else live it too. Epilogue. The legacy. By the season's finale, the rebellion had cooled into respect. Carrie's return wasn't the desperate move producers thought it needed to be. It became a reminder of Idol's heartbeat. Lely Hernandez went on to win the season, her duet with Carrie replayed on every recap reel, etched in Idol history as the moment the rebellion turned into revelation. Years later, when people spoke of Idol's 24th season, they didn't remember the fan outrage or the hashtags. They remembered Carrie Underwood standing beside a young woman with stars in her eyes, proving that greatness isn't about holding onto the stage forever, it's about knowing when to share it. And so, the shocking reaction gave way to a deeper truth. Rebellion often hides fear, but music has the power to turn fear into faith.